Good afternoon. My name is Amy Walker. I am the president of NHS, and on behalf of Greene County National Honor Society, I would like to welcome you, the parents, friends, relatives, teachers, and administrators of the 2021-2022 National Honor Society inductees. We are gathered here formally to recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and being inducted as new members today. Our chosen speaker for the ceremony this year is Bob Allen. Mr. Allen is a local banker and role model in the community who graduated from Jefferson Scranton in 1998. During his time, he was involved in football, basketball, track, 4-H, and FFA. He attended Waldorf College after high school, where he played football and then later graduated from Iowa State University with a degree in agricultural business. He is now part of the Home State Bank team, which has been recognized nationally by banking organizations because of their team culture. Home State has also been named one of the top 10 workplaces by the Des Moines Register. When he's not working with his team at the bank, Bob enjoys living and working on the family farm with his wife and 3 children, and he loves coaching Ram football. At this time, please welcome Bob Allen.
Can everyone hear me okay? I have a tendency to walk around, so I'm gonna do that instead of stand by the mic. But thank you very much. Hey, let's make some noise. Let's make some noise in here for these kids. This is great. You guys to be up here today. So before we get started, we do something here at the bank that before we start, we do what's called a one clap. Danelle, I see Danelle Curtis out there. She knows what I'm talking about. So I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. We're going to clap, okay? So let's try it out. 3, 2, 1. Hey, not too bad for the first time. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. Better yet. It just sounds really good. All right, so thank you very much for asking me to be here today. I'm honored to be here, and it's an honor, and congratulations to you for being inducted into the 2021 National Honor Society class. So now, before we get started, too, I got to have some full disclosure here. Okay, I am not a professional public speaker. Okay, I'm just a guy from a cow farm up in Cedar Township. So you know, if you give me some poor reviews or anything like that, that's just it's all you get today. So I'm just But what I wanted to share a story with you guys today. I was reading a book last summer. All right, these guys are saying Coach Allen doesn't read. You're right. It's an audio book. It's an audio version. But I was reading a book last summer, and there's a story in it, and it really touched home with me. And it was a story about a home builder. The home builder's name was Jim, and Jim was one of those guys that was known, if you're going to build a house, you wanted Jim to build your house. He was the master of his craft, you know. And we know people like this today, you know, maybe it's a plumber, maybe it's a doctor or somebody like that, somebody that's really just master of craft. If you're going to have somebody done, and Jim was that person for home building. If you were going to build a home, you would want to have Jim build your home. Jim had been doing this for 30 years and built hundreds of homes, and he came to the point where he was ready to retire. He was ready to you know, come to the end of his career. So he goes in and talks to his boss, sits down and talks to his boss and tells his boss that he's now ready to spend some time with my family and grandkids, maybe do some fishing, golfing, those type of things. And his boss said, okay, I understand and I appreciate, I'm really thankful for all that you've done for our company. I got one favor to ask. Please build one more house. So Jim said, I got to think about this. So let me go home and talk to my wife and I'll get back to you in a couple days. So he did. So Jim went home, talked to his wife and family, came back and told his boss, said, okay, I'll do it. I'll build one more house. So they did. So I remember this is pre-COVID, so they actually could get supplies and stuff like that. So they actually built a home in that 9 to 12 months. But during the process of building the house, what he noticed was that he didn't have the level of passion for building that house. He didn't have the level of energy building that house. And everything that he noticed when he was building that last house, he was also cutting corners too. You know, he was trying to save some expenses, maybe cutting some corners on some trim work and those type of things. But don't get me wrong, the only person, none of us would recognize that, but he's the only one that would really know that. He's the only one that would know that he was cutting corners. So from the outside looking in, it was a beautiful But regardless, he got the house done, and it was a beautiful home. He goes in and talks to his boss and said, I got the home done. I got the home complete. And his boss said, thank you very much. Reaches in his desk drawer, pulls out a box. The box had a little bow on it, a little ribbon. And so he hands that to Jim. He gives it to Jim, and Jim opens it up, and it's a set of house keys. This is before passwords too. This is actually house keys. And it's a set of house keys. And the boss told Jim, he said, Jim, our company is so thankful for all the families and the homes and all the people that you have impacted over those years in such a positive way that to show our gratitude, we're going to give you this house that you just built. So Jim, with tears in his eyes and gratitude in his heart, said, I did not realize I was building my own house. He said, if I realized I was building my own house, I would have came to the work site every single day with a whole different level of enthusiasm, a whole different level of attention, a whole different level of focus. If I knew I was building my own house, I wouldn't cut those corners. So Jim felt really in awe about that whole thing. And I think, so I wanted to share that story with you and to think about this. So let's think about the house as anything in our lives, okay? And how you're always building your house. You may not think that you're building your house. It might be being a teammate. It might be a classmate. It might be in a son or daughter, or father or mother, all those type of things. So let's think of that parallel on how that relates to life. We're always building our house, even if we don't know about it. It's a random Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock, here at Jefferson Avenue, right? We're always building our house. You guys are building your house right now. So out of the story, there's 5 key points. And I was sitting in the tractor yesterday, I was thinking about that I think that we should share about this. That's a true story too. So the first thing, when you think about, when I think about, keep our minds in this parallel thought process too, but about focus. You know, how many here have ever used a hammer and a nail and have you ever hit your finger? Raise your hand. I can't see everybody out there, the bright lights in my eyes, but a lot of us have done it, right? Okay, I just did it last Saturday. All right, I was fixing something and bam, hit my finger. What happens? Now I know for me it's a pause actually because I can't talk because it hurts so bad. And then the next thing I look around, see who's around, if I need, tell somebody to put earmuffs on me because I get a little animated through my countenance, I'll just say. But the point is that when you guys have hit your finger with a hammer, did you stop doing your project? Did you stop building your house? No. In fact, the next swing, when you hit that nail, I guarantee you, I know I did anyways, I had a much better appreciation for that hammer hitting the nail watching that go in the wood, right? I had a whole other level of appreciation for that. I had a whole other level of focus. So my point is that don't give up and keep that tenacity and stay focused. Even when things don't go right, get back at it and do it again. Now, even if you have to go to the emergency room, you put a nail like a nail gun or something like that in your toe or something like that, chances are you're still going to come back and still finish your house, right? You're not going to say, I'm done, I got a nail on my toe or something like that, right? But that leads us into the next thing too, and how we can relate to the story about Jim, is success versus excellence, okay? I think it's something that we have to be careful is don't get caught up in success, okay? I think it's a trap. In our society today, we all know it. There's, face snap, snap face, Insta face, Twitter. What else? Is MySpace still a thing? No, that was a long time ago. No more MySpace. But my point is that people are comparing each other to each other. Teams are comparing themselves to each other about success. Businesses are comparing themselves to each other. And I don't think you can do that. Because it's measured differently. And how that relates in the story, too, is that, success, let's look at Jim. He built hundreds of homes in the first 30 years of his career, and he was committed to excellence during that time. Okay? He was committed to excellence. He wasn't focused on how much money he could make, how much money the company could make. He was focused on doing the best job he could. He was focused on being a master of his craft. Okay, that last house he built, he successfully built it, didn't he? But he also, when he realized it, he knew that he took shortcuts. Okay, there are no shortcuts to excellence. I'll say that again. There are no shortcuts to excellence. Remember that. Okay? And that just relates to the next thing. And the next thing I think is about being better. You know, to me, success is kind of, someone asked me this the other day, and I was thinking about this, you know, success is like, you know, a team may be successful in winning a football game, for example, or something like that. That game's over. It's history. You know, what's next? You know, what's next? It's all about being better. Right? We talk about that in the football field, right, guys? In the football team. We talk about being better each day. Well, we can take that into our personal lives too, and it's about being a better teammate. It's about being a better son or daughter. It's about being a better grandson or granddaughter. It's about being a better friend, maybe. Okay? It's a continuous commitment to excellence to be better every single day. And so when your focus goes away from success and into being committed to excellence, you just continue to get better. And that brings up to the fourth point that I think is good from that story. And that's the word gratitude. Get to versus have to. Okay? I don't know if you've heard that before or not, but I think about it quite a bit. When you think about Jim and when he built those homes, those first 30 years in his career building those homes, you know, he got to do that. He got to do that. That last house, he felt like he had to do it, right? Because his boss asked him that. He felt like he had to do that. So that's a good parallel for us to remember as we go through life, is think about get to versus have to, okay? And lastly, you're probably wondering why I have a cardboard with me. This is something that I actually have in my house, and it's in my son and I, we have a little weight room, and anyways, it's WD is greater than WS. Has anybody seen this before? Raise your hand if you have. Okay, good. I was like, man, everyone's probably going to know what this is. Like, it's not anything secret, though. This isn't anything secret. This is a quote from Benjamin Franklin. Okay, so I don't know how old Benjamin, it's been around a while. Okay, we'll just say that. Benjamin Franklin has been around a while. Well done is greater than well said. So let's think about this. This is something that I think we can carry into each and every single day of our life. That's why I have it hanging in my little weight room at home, just to remind me that well done is greater than well said. Because when you think about those four previous points that I made, it's about if we're going to have gratitude, we can say we're going to have gratitude. We can say that we're going to be better. We can say we're going to be better for our team. We can say we're going to be better people. We can say that we're going to commit to excellence. We're going to say that we're going to have better focus. But it doesn't matter if we don't do it, right? Actions speak louder than words. Well done is greater than well said. So with that, I wanted to tell you thank you again for letting me be here today. I turned my speech down from an hour and 45 minutes down to this. Congratulations again. And remember, we're always building our house.
Thank you, Mr. Allen, for your messages this afternoon.
Thank you. Hey, nobody tell my wife whatever's in here, I might rewrap this for Christmas.
The Greene County National Honor Society was first chartered in 1944. Our society is strictly honorary. Practice, a student must have the required GPA as established by the organization to be considered for selection to the NHS. And he or she must have demonstrated service to his or her school, show character, and demonstrate leadership to Greene County High School. The current members of National Honor Society were inducted in April 2021 and had limited opportunity to be involved in service projects. However, in the past, service projects have included monthly meal delivery for congregate meals, boxing at the local ARC, assisting with the Holiday Adopt a Family program, raising funds for the American Cancer Society, and other local organizations. participating in Relay for Life and HS Stompers, along with individual summer volunteers and projects.
The lit candle is our centerpiece, represents the spirit of scholarship, leadership, service, and character within each of us. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours reading and studying. Knowing the last benefits of a cultivated mind, we should continue to learn even when formal education has ended. For education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success. And it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
So this can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is an important charge to each of our members.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality. It is that without no one can learn to respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life and, when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others by demonstrating qualities such as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship. We may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Inductees, these are your charges: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Will you please rise and prepare to sign and receive your certificate? Parents and guests are welcome to take pictures when the inductee is receiving their certificate from Mr. Christensen. Brianna Blasnitz, a junior, is the daughter of Charlotte Blasnitz. She is a junior involved in Interact, STEM Club, Student Council, Jazz Choir, and Jazz Band. Grace Curtis, a junior, is the daughter of Kent and Danielle Curtis and is involved in FFA, 4-H, Young Leaders, Student Council, and Interact. Brenner Gallagher, a senior, is the son of Melinda and Kenneth Gallagher. He is a senior and involved in football, wrestling, and soccer. Next year, Brenner plans on attending ISU, where he will study engineering.
Katrina Heipel, a junior, is the daughter of Dave and Kristen Heipel. She is a junior and is involved in volleyball, track, soccer, student council, and Interact. Natalie Heipel, a junior, is the daughter of Dave and Kristen Heipel as well. And she is a junior and is involved in volleyball, track, soccer, student council, and Interact. Ashlyn Hinners is a junior, and she is the daughter of Brian and Melinda Hinners. She is involved in volleyball, basketball, student council, track, and Interact.
Greta Johnson is a junior and is the daughter of Tiffany Johnson. She is involved in track, student council, Interact, wrestling cheer, and football cheer. Jesse Miller is a junior. He is the son of Mark and Jennifer Miller. He is involved in football, basketball, track, Interact, and RAM leadership. Isabella Schroeder is a junior. She is the daughter of Aaron and Shelley Schroeder. She is a junior that participates in volleyball, student council, Interact, as well as her church worship team. Finally, we have Olivia Shannon. She's a junior whose parents are Karen and Alan Shannon. She is a member of student council, Interact, speech, and 4-H Young Leaders.
Inductees, face the audience and raise your right hand for the National Honor Society Pledge. Repeat after me. I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing. To hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character. To endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader. And to give of myself freely in service of others. In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. Ladies and gentlemen, our newest Greene County National Honor Society members, please help us welcome them.
This concludes our program for this afternoon. Please allow the inductees and National Honor Society members to exit first. After the members have walked out, we invite you all to move out to the Commons for our reception, honoring the newest members of the National Honor Society. Thank you for coming, and please drive safely. If you would like to come back in with your family to get pictures in front of our table, feel free to do so.